Good morning, my name is Joe Sutherland. Welcome to this information video all about Kudzu On Vanuatu. The Kudzu On Vanuatu project is a self-sustaining project to create jobs on the islands of Vanuatu. My first trip to Vanuatu was a few years ago. Vanuatu is a group of beautiful South Pacific islands. The locals are very friendly and are known as Ni Vanuatu. The main claim to fame is bungee jumping. It's a ritual associated with the yam harvest. The closer they get to the ground when they jump off, the better the harvest, or so the story goes. On one of my trips around the islands, the locals showed me a plant they called mile a minute. The islands are overgrown by this plant. No matter what they try, they can't get rid of it. They see it as a weed. It's a nuisance. After I left Vanuatu, I kept thinking that there must be something productive that this proliferate plant could be used for. So I did some research, found out a few interesting facts, made a few phone calls to friends in science and industry, building industry that is, and I put it all together, and the result is this project. I hope what I'm proposing is of interest to you, and that you can find a few dollars to donate to the project to get it kick-started. Let me tell you a bit more about kudzu. What the locals call mile a minute is actually kudzu, and it's not native to Vanuatu. It was first introduced to the islands by the Americans during World War II. They needed a fast-growing plant to provide camouflage for the airfields that they were building. So they brought kudzu across from Hawaii, and for good reason too. In season it grows at a foot per day. In China, kudzu is known as zhizhen, and has been used for centuries as a herbal medicine. In Japan, it is known as kuzu or Japanese arrowroot, and it's one of the staple ingredients for cooking in Japan. For over 1,000 years over there, it's been considered as a health food. Kudzu can also be used for animal feed, basketry, medicine, clothing paper and biofuels. So there are lots of options for the proliferate plant called kudzu. Due to its characteristics, kudzu is also known as ivy hemp. And this project plans to use kudzu in the manufacture of hempcrete as a carbon-negative building material. Like any plant, kudzu absorbs carbon dioxide as it grows, retaining the carbon and releasing the oxygen back into the atmosphere. Over 150 kilograms of carbon can, in theory, be absorbed and locked into 1 cubic metre of hempcrete. Let me tell you a bit more about hempcrete. Hempcrete is a mixture of the dried woody core of the plant after it's been threshed. Mix this with a lime binder and of course water, and you can pour this to make bricks or walls. And if you consider that Vanuatu also exports lime, then you have both the ingredients you need in the same place. Okay, the initial focus of the kudzu project is about making hempcrete from readily available local produce. To harvest, dry and thresh the kudzu, selling this with lime as a dry mix in various bag sizes. The concept is want a wall, just add water. To prove the concept, we plan to build a community or a church hall using hempcrete in one of the many villages in Vanuatu. Villages that are still rebuilding after recent devastating cyclones. The build phase will allow us to use social media to inform the world about the project as it goes along, publishing blogs and vlogs like this. And hopefully this will encourage others to get involved in this self-sustaining project. The building itself will take a few months to complete. The first few weeks will be spent gathering the kudzu and drying and then threshing it, while at the same time we will be clearing the site for the new hall. After installing some standard concrete foundations, we can then construct the timber frame and the roof. With the timber frame in place, we can erect some cladding and then mix and fill this with hempcrete, building the walls in situ. When the walls are dry, we can then fit any windows and doors. Then the interior and exterior walls will need a lime-based render to finish them. We can then fit out the interior of the hall and install some solar panels on the roof. With the building complete, we can finally do some gardening to make the new hall fit in with its surroundings. What benefits will the kudzu project bring? The project will provide long-term employment opportunities for the people of Vanuatu. It brings new export markets and import revenues to the island, provides a means of harvesting the kudzu that fits in with the local way of life, and that's an important aspect of this project. Provides the region with a source of eco-friendly products, showing the world an example of what can be achieved, and not forgetting it's an opportunity to build more robust homes for the people of Vanuatu. What else can I tell you about hempcrete? It was found to have been used in the construction of a 6th century bridge in France. Surviving 14 centuries gives us some idea of how long this product can last for. Also, if you don't like what you've made using the hempcrete, you can just take it down, break it up, mix it in with a new batch of hempcrete to make something else. Hempcrete walls themselves act as an insulator, they're a moisture regulator, and they're fire resistant. Latest figures from the USA show that they import $300 million of hempcrete a year. That's a sizable market to sell into without considering the growing local markets in Australia and New Zealand. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. If you go to the website address at the bottom of the screen, you will find information on hempcrete and on this project. And if you have any questions, then please use the email address at the bottom of the screen and I will do my best to answer you as soon as I can. If any of my kids are watching, then cancel all your travel plans this year. I have you down as volunteers in this project. It will be challenging, but it will most definitely be rewarding. And if any of your friends want to join you, then that's great. The more the merrier. Just get them out doing silly stuff to raise funds for their tickets. And for everyone who makes it to the project, the beers are on me, and that's the promise. I hope you found this video to be informative. I do hope that you found the Kudzu concept to be of interest. Interesting enough, that is, to donate some of your dollars to help us kickstart the Kudzu project. Then we can get our feet in the ground and start to provide regular video logs on the progress we are making. Again, my thanks for taking your time to watch this video. And a final reminder that there's a large blue donate button on our Facebook page, which links to our crowdfunding site. I hope to be posting more of these very, very soon from Vanuatu. Au revoir!